This is a video I was not wanting to make immediately, especially not right before the actual car reveal, but here we are. As the title of this video says, the new car I just got is already broken. That's not a joke. Not clickbait, no nothing. It literally, I've had it for only a few weeks and it hasn't been driven a ton and it is already broken. It's nothing serious, it's nothing that's that unfixable, especially not that much of a surprise considering the mileage of the car. But the fuel pump went out, or at least is going out in it, so it doesn't start all the time. So I guess I can go get the key and see if it starts. See, at least that doesn't break. I say that, but now that I think about it, the downpipe broke on it only a month ago, so I guess that's not true either. And for those of you who can't already tell, this is my new car, and it is a 2004 Nissan 350Z. It's in pretty good shape, but it needs a couple things, mostly just cosmetic stuff, so that's good. I'll show you around a little bit, but right now, let's try and see if we can get this thing started. Alright, so clutch in, because of course it is manual. And it did start this time. That's good. But it's not that it doesn't start most of the time, it's just that I don't really want to take it anywhere and then stop it and then have it not start. The good news though is that a fuel pump is really easy to replace. I keep on saying fuel filter, so if I said that previously, it's a fuel pump. But it's really simple. It's actually just behind this seat. I'm not sure if you can really see. And the fuel pump's right there. It's only 6 bolts to actually take it out, and then it's literally disconnecting fuel lines. So it should be super easy. Just really the only thing I really have to do is just make sure to remember to disconnect the battery, so just in case I ground something, I don't blow myself up, because that would not be ideal. I guess we will turn it off. So like I said before, it is a 2004 Nissan 350Z, and I said in the previous video, the almost spring update, that this is what I wanted to get, so I guess success there. It is the Touring, which means it's got heated leather seats and the Bose premium audio system, which still doesn't have an auxiliary jack, which is kind of lame. But whatever, it's only a 2004. So as you can see, it looks pretty decent, but there's some things that I'm not much a fan of, like basically the clear coat on this hood is completely destroyed, and there's even a very large crack that goes all the way from one side of the hood to the other side. But if you look closely, it actually isn't through the weave, because in carbon fiber it doesn't really crack, it kind of tears. So this is just in the clear coat. So I should be able to basically rear clear this hood. Another thing I'm not much a fan of is the previous owner painted this bumper. Actually, they painted almost the entire car, which is really annoying, and didn't do a very good job. So I don't think they had the flex, whatever I was just talking about. I forgot what it's called. But whatever you're supposed to put in the paint for bumpers and panels that will have to flex or if they hit stuff. So you can see basically that all of this down here, all the paint on the bottom of the bumper has all cracked, because I mean a little bump on a curb basically, or anything like that, just destroys this paint. You can see this, what kind of looks like a bump in the video, because it sort of is a bump. This is actually a paint drip from when the car was repainted, and there's a whole bunch of paint blemishes. They did not do a good job, like that, and this is the one that annoys me the most. It actually looks worse. Pretty much everything looks worse in real life than on camera. But you can see almost even on camera how there are multiple different layers of the same color of paint. That's because it's been painted over, I think even possibly more than once. If it's a good factory paint job, it probably shouldn't chip to the point where different layers of paint come off. So that kind of shows me that one of them is much newer paint, but not very good. There's a lot of scratches though that are kind of deep. This doesn't seem to be through the clear, but I don't think it is as much as just an easy buff job. And if I could buff it out, it would probably take a long time. There's more cracks on the back bumper, basically everywhere. So there's much more severe ones over here. What really annoyed me is, I think this is from a rock, because a lot of the roads around here are chip and seal. So basically like little gravel until they get packed down. Pretty sure that little chip right there in the door, that's what that's from, as well as this. But I don't think this is from the roads. This, you can't really see it on camera, especially because it's getting dark right now. But this is a little spot. I got a door ding, and yeah, that's pretty annoying. The plastic dip on the roof also needs to be redone because it's got scratches in it. But the nice thing is, I might maybe be able to just go and put another few coats of plastic dip over top of this, because this scratch is just on the surface. You can't feel it at all. So that's really nice. When I got this, the A-pillar on this side wasn't there. It was just the seal for the door, and this A-pillar had ripped off. And I was lucky to be able to find a replacement one that was in the right color for $200. But normally, sometimes even unpainted, this piece, just this stupid A-pillar window seal piece that's together, is $400. So as you can see, since this is the 04 model, this is the VQ35DE, which means it only has the single intakes. This motor is the one that's kind of been notorious to burn oil. This up to the 06, because that's the last model that was still the DE motor, that was the rev up motor. And this one hasn't burned oil too bad. Now, so far I haven't had much issue with it, but it definitely does use a little bit of oil more than a regular car that you might expect would. Like, for instance, my Jetta or my Dakota, they haven't really used any oil since I've gotten them. But this has, and I've had it for significantly less long. So there is that. But anyway, it runs really good. It has 157,000 miles, if you didn't see earlier, and it still runs like a top, so that's actually really nice. The previous owner actually included coilovers with the car. The front ones are already on. I mean, you really won't be able to see them. The car is lowered about an inch in the front. And personally, that's enough because it already scrapes over like everything. They are adjustable height and adjustable dampening struts. Alright, so the coilovers that came with it are Max Speed Rod coilovers. You can see the brand name somewhere right there. I looked it up, and the adjustable dampening ones are only like $500. So obviously not the highest quality, and the backs, obviously there's no coil over. These models basically keep the stock 350Z suspension setup with a separate spring from a separate strut. So this is basically just an adjustable dampening and adjustable height strut. I'm really happy to be able to have these. It'll be good. I can't see myself replacing these in the future unless I have problems with them, because I know they're cheap, but they will work for now, and I wasn't the one who bought them, but I have them, so I might as well put them on. Because I'm sure this car being 13 years old, the suspension is starting to get a bit worn out as it is, and I can definitely feel a little bit of roll, so it'd be nice to have a little bit stiffer dampening. So this will be really nice. I apologize for the noise. There is some random person in a golf cart, which is odd because this road is a 55-mile-an-hour speed limit. What are you doing? What are you doing? Get off my car! I forgot to mention that he also included some new, you can't really see them, but some new solid bushings that will be really nice. Those will go in place of where the old ones were on the strut. I would shut my hatch, but I feel like my cat is going to die if I do that. There we go. Anyway guys, I think that'll be about it for this video on the 350Z. Like I said, once the fuel pump is put in and I get the new tires mounted, which I should be able to do in the next couple days, I will be doing a full tour on this car, as well as an actual full-on review. And hopefully when my buddy Rob gets his Focus ST back, which was in a video of, I think, the Ron Custom Show a while ago. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I apologize about the poor lighting. I did not have much time to do this today, and now it's getting dark. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, rate, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already for more car content, and I will see you guys later. Get a duck under this tree.